guys, so today I filmed a tutorial on this look that I am wearing using just one palette, which is the Dream Street palette from Colourpop. This is the one that Kathleen Lights went ahead and put together with Colourpop. These are the colors in case you guys haven't seen it, but I did use just this palette here. So if you guys are interested, then keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to use is my MAC paint pot in the color Soft Ochre, and I'm going to be using this as my base. I'm going to apply it over the eyelid and underneath the eye, and then I'm going to use my Beauty Blender to blend everything out. Then with my Morphe M511 brush, I'm going to be using the color Magical, and this is going to work as my transition shade. So above the crease, going back and forth. Keep going until you're satisfied with the color. This color definitely you need to keep on building the color for it to get to like this point as right here. Now with my Morphe M433 brush, I'm using the color Shooting Star, and I'm going to be applying that on my crease just because the color that I'm going to be using next, I feel like I just needed something in between. So this is a good color for the crease for any eye look. Now I'm just going to keep going and going until I am satisfied with the color. Now with the Morphe M433, I'm going to be using the color Water Barrier. Now this is the color that I was talking about. This one I'm applying it on the outer part of the eye, creating a V, and then I'm slowly going to go ahead and build it to my crease, and it's going to go everywhere. This color, I noticed that it's better when you pack on the color than when you actually blend it out, because when you blend it out, it kind of looks a little bit, what's the word I'm trying to see here, like maybe a little chalky, a little muddy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's a little muddy. So this color really, the best way to get a good color payoff with this one is when you pack it on, not necessarily when you blend it as much, at least for the look that I was trying to go for. But this is the reason why I'm letting this video be so long, because I'm just showing you how hard it is to blend a really dark color. That's why I'm slowly blending it into the color that I want. Now once I've already applied it everywhere, I'm going back with the first brush I used, and I'm blending out the edges to make sure that everything is clean, which is my Morphe M511 brush. That's the brush I'm using, making sure everything fades very, very nicely. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and with my Morphe M224 brush, and I'm going to go ahead and start cutting the crease. Now, I talked about this in my previous video, and I'm not really good at cut creasing, but this technique that I do has made my life so much easier. This would be like a subtle cut crease. Just looking up and letting that concealer touch my crease really helps to see how far I should go with the concealer, where I should be cutting, because sometimes when you don't do that, you don't know, am I going high enough, am I not going high enough. This is a really good technique. And then also another thing is that I do apply it almost all over the eyelid. The closer you get to the outer part of the eye, the less concealer you should be having in your brush so that everything blends nicely and evenly. Back with my M433 brush, I'm just going to go ahead and blend out the edges with whatever was left in the brush. So just blend, 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 and then with that same brush, I'm going to go ahead and pack on that color, which was the Water Barrier, and I'm blending it in, but then I remembered that packing it on is better. So you see how when I packed it on, you really get that good color payoff, but I'm going to be going back and forth with that color and blending and packing it on. You will see throughout this video. Now with my Morphe M421 brush, I'm going to grab the color Moony. Now this color, I'm going to be applying it on the eyelid area. It's going to be on the inner part of the eye towards the center. Then I'm going to go ahead and blend it because I'm going to put a different color towards the center. Now I've made a big mistake in this clip. That's why I'm leaving it, so I can show you a little something. I accidentally went ahead and grabbed the wrong shade, and I was really pissed off, but what I ended up doing was just blending it out and applying more concealer. This should not ruin your eye look. You shouldn't like take an eye makeup remover and just remove the whole thing. Remember, you can always correct it with the concealer. Now with a flat eyeshadow brush, I'm using the color Mermaid Boy, and that's that's the eyelid shade that I'm going to be using towards the outer part and center of the eye. Now right now you can see that the center of the eye and the outer part of the eye kind of look like one. That's not the look that I'm trying to go for, but I'm going to go ahead and pack on some of that Water Barrier on the outer part of the eye a little bit later, but right now I'm just focusing on that mermaid boy on the outer part and center of the eye, blending everything out little by little. This look is very, what's the word I'm looking, time consuming, in the sense that you really have to take your time and making sure that everything blends and that you fade everything very well. Now again, I'm just going to go ahead and grab this brush here, and I'm just going to blend out the edges so that nothing looks a little bit too crazy. And I'm packing on that water barrier color on the outer part of the eye so you can really see the difference between going really dark to a shimmery shade to the lighter shade. Now for eyeliner, I'm using the Kat Von D ink liner in Dolly. I think that's how you say it, Dolly. I didn't want to use a black because I didn't want it to be too intense. I wanted to keep the same like shade of colors, and I really think that this eyeliner did a good justice for this look. Now with my Morphe M432 brush, I'm going to grab the color Water Barrier, and I'm applying that on my lash line. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a smaller brush, and I'm going to blend that out. Now with this color, I'm focusing it more towards the outer part of the eye and the center, not going all the way into the inner part of the eye, because I'm going to apply a different color there. But I'm just blending it out, and then I'm applying more of the Water Barrier to smoke it out a little bit more. I am definitely a very fan of smoky under eyes. That's my thing. Now with this brush here, I'm applying Moony on the lower lashes towards the inner part of the eye so that my eye looks open instead of being closed. And then with this brush here, I'm going back with the first shade we used as a transition shade, which is Magical. And I'm going to try to get a little bit of that orangey shade on the lower lashes as well. Moving on to the face, I am using my Dior foundation plus a cream foundation. I just wanted something a little bit creamy, that's why I'm mixing those two together. And then for my contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick in the color Fawn. And I'm going to be applying that on my cheeks, on my nose, on my forehead, underneath my lip. Really trying to bronze up that skin. I'm going to be blending that out with my M492 brush. Now for concealer, I'm using my MAC Pro Longwear in NC20. I'm applying that underneath my eyes, my chin, my nose, my forehead. And then I'm going to be blending that out with my Morphe sponge. But then I'm going to be using my MAC 286 brush to blend it underneath the eyes, because since I have already my eyes, my lower lash lines like smoked out, I don't want the sponge to ruin that. Now for my bronzer, I'm using the MAC bronzer. For blush, I'm using the MAC Patrick Star I'm Not Blushing blush with my M510. And then for highlights, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. You guys already know how I feel about this, but hey, I have it, I need to use it up. And I'm applying that with my M531 brush. Now to set my face, I'm using the Kat Von D Lock-It Setting Powder in Translucent. And I'm just applying that underneath my eyes, my chin, my forehead, my nose. And then I'm going to be going back with the palette, and I'm using the color, I don't even know how to pronounce this, like Kaleidoscope. And I'm using that on the inner part of the eye to really just give it some good highlight. Now for eyeliner, I'm using this Nabi eyeliner in Hot Blue. This didn't really do much for me. I wish I would have had a different kind of blue eyeliner, but this will do for now. Just curling my lashes, and I'm applying mascara. I'm applying my Maybelline Total Temptation Black Mascara. And then while that is drying, I'm moving on to the lips. I'm using the NYX lip liner in the color Natural, which is one of my favorite lip liners. It goes good with any lipstick that you're going to be putting underneath. Now for lipstick, I'm using the MAC lipstick in Sweet and Mama Star. This is from the Patrick Star collection. It's a really good nude shade. After that, just apply your favorite lashes, and that will complete the look. I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, drop a beautiful comment down below, let me know what are your thoughts on this palette, would you wear this look? Comment down below. You guys know that I love to interact with you guys, and make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, it really helps me out, and make sure to, I got lipstick on my teeth, why you no tell me? Make sure to turn on the bell notification so you guys can get notified when I upload new videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.